I'm Bill Townsend, President and CEO of Ontheline Corporation. For nearly 3 decades, our team has been delivering internet solutions that billions of people rely upon. These solutions include Lycos, Yahoo, eBay, Google, LinkedIn, and many more. Since 1995, we've been at the forefront of privacy initiatives, and back in 1996, I authored the internet industry's first children's advertising guidelines, which were widely adopted at the time. But something happened to the original premise of the internet, and it can be summed up in 5 words: big tech and social media. If you're like me, you've seen your children or grandkids behind the screen of a phone or tablet with no idea of what they're viewing. You've seen their faces tilted down, absorbed in Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, and others, with no idea about what's going on around them. Unfortunately, many children engage in risky behavior because of what they find online. Do you remember the challenge where kids were eating Tide laundry detergent pods? They also face issues that are relatively new over the past 20 years, like social comparison, unrealistic expectations, dissatisfaction with their appearance and body dysmorphia, and other long-term health effects related to mental health. It's not fully our kids' fault. They've become addicted to social media, and that addiction is directly attributable to big tech, who for years has known about the dangerous links between social media and mental health, yet refused to take action to solve the problems they created. Well, if you're like me, you've also become concerned about the rise in censorship, often conducted with no rhyme nor reason, and polarization that rips communities apart. You're probably wondering why people can't speak freely without fear of reprisal or retribution, why the loudest people in a discussion tend to be very partisan, either far left or far right leaning, and why the majority of people who populate the center are afraid to interact and instead toss up their hands and leave popular social media services altogether. For them, it's not worth it. You're likely distressed over how easy the internet has made it for illegal activities like identity theft, human and sex trafficking, organized retail crime, crypto scams, and readily available access to illegal drugs, weapons, and pornography continues to exist. You're probably worried about the safety of your personal information, your social security card, your national identification number, your credit card information, maybe your web surfing habits, your personal messages. And like me, you probably wonder who is selling and buying your personal information and what the heck they're doing with it. Well, the time has come to address these issues. It's now time for Ontheline. Ontheline Corporation is solving these issues through a unified Web 4.0 digital lifestyle super app and corresponding web platforms, Ontheline for adults and Friends With for minors. We begin with a fundamental change to how we think about the people who we serve. Big tech calls you a user or the product. Advertisers call you a target or a demographic. At Ontheline, we're different. We call you a member because we're building the largest free membership platform the world has ever seen, and we're starting off with 304 million people pre-enrolled, ready to launch it. And it all begins with a simple promise. Ontheline protects our members and their personal data at all costs. Doesn't get much easier than that. We begin by solving one of the greatest issues affecting the safety of the internet: anonymity, fake accounts, and people saying they are someone they are not. At Ontheline, every member's identity is verified. This eliminates fake accounts, software bots, and since only real, authenticated people can become a member, it wards off criminals who don't want to be identified. Simply put, if we can't verify a person's identity, they can't join. This isn't to make it difficult, it's to make Ontheline safe, and it works. In testing with 311,000 people, we found between 2 and 6% of people will not join. And we reviewed those people's social activities. We found many incidents of harassment and bullying, pedophilia, selling illegal items, and in many cases, direct connections to human trafficking. But here's the thing, bad people don't want to be identified, so they are less likely to try to become a member of Ontheline and instead focus on apps that big tech has pushed that don't require identity verification. Next, unlike big tech, we don't aim to dominate the planet. We don't need to. On-the-line services are only available to people whose governments grant them freedom of expression. That means no places like Russia, China, Iraq, and certainly not countries where hacking is condoned by their governments. Our services are only available to the people of 51 countries, and in those nations, there's about 3 billion people and tens of millions of businesses, a huge audience of people who are simply better off connecting with people from other nations that have similar views on freedom of speech, freedom of the press, and freedom of assembly. When we tested Ontheline with 311,000 members, they gave us great feedback that's leading to the final design of our Super App at a Company web platform that will launch summer of 2025. Many of the things members shared with us helped us design a new way to address censorship that works exceptionally well. For instance, today you may post something that you think is innocuous, but some big tech censor sitting in a warehouse or an office somewhere decides it goes against community standards. We've all seen it, right? You get blocked, and rarely, if ever, do you get an explanation of why you were blocked. At Ontheline, we work to ensure the laws of the countries we operate in are followed, but we turn the censorship problem on its head by giving every member the ability to self-moderate content. Think about that. No more faceless censors sitting in a warehouse in Silicon Valley or Vietnam or Indonesia or some other place deciding what you can and can't see or say. Why did we test and adopt this alternative approach to content? Our members suggested it, and we know and we understand that you and only you can determine what you want or don't want to see. And we have faith you can make these decisions for yourself. Maybe you don't want to see certain words associated with profanity. You set your profanity filters. Perhaps you don't want to see a certain politician. You don't have to. Or maybe you want to see everything from another politician. You can do that too. At Ontheline, you control your narrative. It's a move that's radically different from big tech and their mysterious algorithms. But we understand that you want to see the content you want to see, and you want to connect with somebody where you can see their content. So when you do connect with somebody, you get to see everything they post. Isn't that the whole purpose of connecting with somebody? The point is, only you can decide what is appropriate for you, and we trust you to make these decisions for yourself. It's common sense. Our commitment to our members extends to safety. Ontheline will never, never, never sell your personal data to third parties. You have my word on it and the word of every one of our employees. Your data is used by Ontheline to provide a personalized service that grows and adapts to your needs. And if you ever leave Ontheline, rest assured that any data that you have can be downloaded for your safekeeping, and any data you leave behind will be destroyed. We also believe that as a member of Ontheline, you should financially benefit from your use and participation in the platform. Wow, what a concept. So every year we dedicate a portion of our profits to be distributed to each and every member. And the more you use Ontheline, the more you post, the more you rate content, the more you conduct your business, hold video conferences, have a telehealth session with your doctor, pay bills, reach out to elected officials, and you get to track those requests, safely purchase goods and service. Whatever you do Ontheline, the more you do Ontheline, the more money you can earn. 97% of our members said profit sharing is a key differentiator that makes them want to become and stay members. 94% said that authenticating our members' identities is a key benefit of Ontheline, and 93% said being able to self-moderate content is another great reason to join. So when you combine real people, privacy, data protection, profit sharing, these are all exceptional member benefits you won't find elsewhere. See, Ontheline's dedicated to being the starting point and the ending point of your day. Wake up and get your news, check your appointments, conduct work with your colleagues and clients in a safe environment, access business tools to improve your work, coordinate your social agenda by inviting friends, relatives, or coworkers to dinner, a movie, an event, or some other get-together. You can all do that from one single unified app. You'll connect with and segment people as you know and interact with them in real life. After all, not everyone is a friend. Some are coworkers, some are people you know from the local grocery store or drugstore, or they're simply acquaintances you've met someplace. We give you the power to segment people just as you do in real life. It's why our tagline is Real Life on the Line. You'll receive daily newscasts delivered from a middle-of-the-road perspective while being able to easily access alternative viewpoints. You'll shop companies that are pre-approved, how's that for a concept, and that operate in the 51 nations Ontheline covers, which cuts down on receiving junk products, or worse, no products at all, from suspect websites and vendors. You can sell your crafts or belongings and be amazed at how doing so through Ontheline is a safer, more enjoyable process than what's currently available on social media or auction or classified ads websites. And you'll access trusted content to help you navigate life, from health and beauty to finances and training, so you get more out of your online experiences. Look, we all want to do great things with our lives, and Ontheline gives its members the tools to accomplish their goals and fulfill their wishes. It really is a seismic change for the internet. Our goal is to create the most secure, safe, and engaging online environment for people of all ages. Your kids will communicate and learn in a safer environment with friends with, and upon reaching legal age, their Friends with membership graduates to an Ontheline membership, and they're well prepared to deal with the internet as a whole. For adults, member authentication, the elimination of fake accounts and bots, increased privacy and security, safeguarding personal data, accessing easy-to-use moderation tools, and letting our members financially share in Ontheline success, along with dozens of other features, helps ensure the safest, most enjoyable online experience yet created. We invite you to be part of the future. Contact us or visit us at ontheline.com, where you can learn more about what we're offering and sign up for early VIP access to your free membership. Join us on the line.